One prompt, 3 AI app builders. We're putting head to head 3 of the top dogs. We want to know exactly which one ranks at the top. So stay tuned. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you read the title correctly. We are using 3 AI app builders, and the first one is Mocha. The next one is Famous.ai, and the last one is Base44. Jumping straight into Mocha, I've used the very same prompt, word for word, copy pasted. And basically what I'm looking for is a user-friendly designer app, whereas a user can input some photographs or a logo, choose some colors, and then have their logo on different clothing items. They can do it themselves. So this is what I actually came up with. So the very first app is Mocha, and Mocha basically allowed me to upload. So I'm going to go ahead and upload. So I've uploaded a logo, and now I can click down and drag and move it about. All right. The only thing here is that it hasn't given me the option to change the size of the logo, first of all. And secondly, I had to follow up with another prompt. So over here, I said, give the user the option to move the logo around on the clothing and make the items look real. Now, I'll show you in one of the other apps, but basically the t-shirt kind of just looked like a little shape. It wasn't even an actual t-shirt. So now you can see it looks a lot better. So in terms of straight off the bat being able to give me what I want, I would say that it was okay, but it wasn't amazing. I'm going now into Famous.ai, and Famous.ai, I've already uploaded my logo off the bat without having to do a follow-up command or a follow-up prompt over here. It actually gave me the option to upload, move my logo around, but it has not given me the option to resize my logo. Let's just see here. Let's click on the zoom. So that functionality doesn't actually work. So I've got this massive logo I can't actually change the size of, and that's fine. This is still in the beginning stages, but it would have been nice to have to go ahead and change that. I see over here on the left-hand side, there's size. Okay, so we can actually change the size. That's actually amazing. All right, we can also change the rotation. That's pretty sick. It's a little bit hidden over here, so that's kind of a bit of a bummer, but it still looks good. Okay, if we're going down here, it's given me just a bit of a footer on the page, and it's given me some export options as well. So I think this is quite nice. It's also giving me more clothing options, and immediately off the bat, I would say Famous.ai, which is actually powered not by artificial intelligence. It's actually powered by synthetic intelligence, which is a whole nother ball game. It's actually done pretty good. Let's go into Base44. Now, Base44 has also given me a pretty good off-the-bat sort of design. The one thing that you can do with Base44 is actually add design elements and choose what the look and feel will actually be like. And I kind of like the animation. It gives it a bit of sort of dynamic. It gives it a bit of life. But again, I'm going to upload my logo. Logo is busy uploading, and immediately you can see that this is a t-shirt, right? But actually it's not. It does not look like a t-shirt. Basically, it's just, well, it says it's a premium cotton t-shirt, high quality branded apparel. It's not really, okay? However, there is the slider to change the size of the logo. You can also obviously change the colors, your brand colors. There's a hoodie and a cap, which also I would love to know what it looks like. The hoodie looks, I think, even worse. And the cap, yeah, definitely does not look like a cap. So this is sort of almost very silly in a sense. And I really had a lot of hope in Base44 because I've heard a lot of good things about Base44. But honestly, if I have to rank all 3 of them, Base44 would probably at this point come in last. The thing is, you can continue to build this and make changes, but I actually used this prompt on Base44 as well, asking that the clothing items look more realistic with fabric textures, and in actual fact, it didn't do that. Okay, so I would say out of these 3, Base44 right now is bottom of my list. Mocha, just literally because I had to use a prompt to make some changes, I would say is definitely in a solid second place. And now, obviously, I think we can agree that Famous.ai is definitely in first place because without me giving it a second prompt, it was able to give me 6 options, not 3. It also allowed me to move my logo around, change my colors. It also allowed me to add to my palette, and then there's some design controls over here with the reset button, and it's given me some tips as well as some export options. So initially, it actually looks pretty good. Now, the reason the follow-up prompts are such a big deal is because each one of these give you a limited amount of follow-up prompts that you can use. So if you are sending a prompt over here, you can actually only send 3 or 5, and then you'll have to move over to the paid tier. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Is Mocha, Famous.ai, or Base44 the best option? And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, a full head-to-head comparison of exactly what is offered by the software. Now, my takeaway is always to go ahead and try it for yourself and see what actually works for you on a personal level. If you enjoyed our content, go ahead and drop us a like. We'll see you next time.